What's going on, guys? My name is Scribble YC. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. I know I definitely am, and if you are too, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, that bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload. Now, this is a story about a teacher I had in 5th grade. He was honestly the worst teacher I've ever had. But yeah, hit that like, that subscribe, that bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload. Comment something down below. And yeah. Now, so in 5th grade, I had a teacher named, let's call him, Damien. So Damien was the worst teacher ever. To start off, he was incredibly narcissistic. He would talk about that he's like the definition of perfect. Every man strives to be like him. He is perfection in human form. Now let me paint a picture of what this guy looks like. Imagine a fat white man who is bald, alright, like, legit, like, shiny dome bald, and, screams at his own students. Is that the definition of perfection? I know it isn't. I know it isn't. But yeah, he would talk about how he's the peak of humanity. Every man, woman, and child should strive to be just like him. And of course, that led some students to think he is the best teacher in existence. Now, this dude obviously wasn't. But yeah, he would also make fun of his students. Didn't even sound like a joking manner. It sounded like he actually meant it. Because one time he called my friend's cousin, said that she looked like a gorilla and she was growing a very, very man-looking mustache. I would make fun of her for it. Obviously, she laughed, but honestly, I feel bad for her because imagine being told by your teacher that your face looks like a gorilla, a gorilla's face. I honestly feel that honestly isn't cool. But yeah. But he would make fun of other people like, oh, white men strong. And stuff, which, it's, no. Ugh. But PE in his class was a literal nightmare, alright? He had 5th graders push themselves, past their limits. I'm talking, 30 jumping jacks. He was like, yeah, 3 jumping jacks equals 1 full. Which obviously isn't true. So instead of doing 10, we always ended up doing 30. 10 push-ups, we weren't allowed. Now, for his exercises, we were never allowed to handicap ourselves. Like for leg lifts, we were never allowed to put our hands under our butts to help like keep stability. And so it was 30 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 to 25 sit-ups, trunk lifts, leg lifts, which, we weren't allowed to put our hands under our butts, and, that's pretty sucky, and, and then suicides. If you don't know what suicides are, they are literally, you run down a basketball court, touch a certain spot, run back, and you just repeat that till you go to the full length of the court, which obviously we were tired by. And then he had us run 2 full laps, not around the jogathon track, which, if you guys have those, jogathon was like the best part of school back in elementary school. But no, not around like the track and stuff, around the entirety of the field. 2 laps. And our field was decently big sized, so it really hurt your lungs to run. Like, he was like, no jogging, only run. I was like, oh, dang, alright. So, 2 full laps around the entire field, without walking. We weren't allowed to. Now, I don't know about you, but, that's some pretty crazy things to have 5th graders be doing, alright? But yeah, I was actually struggling with leg lifts one time, and he's like, hey, I noticed you're not trying on your leg lifts. I'm like, I literally, It's way too difficult for me to do them. I've never really done them a whole lot. Even though we do them every single day for PE, it wasn't until halfway through the year you told us, yeah, no, wait, no, it was a quarter through the year, because by second quarter he was like, now you guys have been cheating in your leg lifts. Just prohibited us from doing that. So I'm like, alright, it's like middle of the year. I'm just gonna tell you, man, I can't like, do it without supporting myself. He's like, you're saying you can't, but really, you just won't. I'm like, bruh, because saying I'm not trying at all on something you physically see me struggling on is not a good sign, honestly. But yeah, but the main beef I have with this fat, bald Danish guy, Damien, is the fact that he would literally go off on his students, like screaming at them. I mean, like fire engine red. That's how like red his entire head would get. And this story is completely on me. But he definitely overreacts. Basically, I turned in my homework during the pledge, okay? And no, I'm not just walking over, throwing it back, and sitting down. I'm literally, hand on my heart, walking over, staring at the flag the whole time, only looking occasionally down to see if I'm not bumping into anything, and saying it word for word. What would you do if you were, a teacher in that situation? Hey, your homework, you turned it in. Looks like you're gonna have to miss recess for the day because it's late. But just don't do that again, okay? That's rational, right? This guy, he goes, Scribble, come here. No. All right. He doesn't even go freaking like, hey man, how dare you do that? He goes, how dare you? How dare you disrespect everybody in the country? I'm like, whoa, okay. He just rips into me. At the time, and he's like, how dare you disrespect the soldiers who fought and died, which at the time I wanted to be part of the Air Force, and I still do sometimes. But now I just, want to settle down with a family, of my own and have a nice steady paying job and live a happy life. But 5th grade me wanted to be in the front lines and stuff. But yeah, I'll respect the soldiers even back then. I've always had respect for them, but enough about that. He goes, you disrespect the soldiers, you disrespect the athletes, you're disrespecting the entire country you were born and raised in. How dare you do that? Do you have anything to say for yourself? And before I can get a word out, he just keeps digging in. And he's like, how dare you? You're a real scumbag for just doing that. I'm like, dude. And any time I try to look away, he's like, look at me. And so basically, sorry for raising my voice there, guys. It's just like how he would do it. So basically, we were forced to stare him in the eyes as he screamed at us. And him, a narcissistic no word, who honestly screamed at his children. Surprised this guy never got fired sooner. Literally called some of his students idiots and stuff. Called them gorilla faced. Pointed out, was like, oh, haha, you have a mustache and you're a girl, haha. Which I'm like, come on, man, don't be a douche. And so, yeah. But yeah, he's making me keep direct eye contact, and just flaming me, like just going off on like how I'm a horrible person. And basically, I'm crying at this point. All right, I don't know about you, but an extremely tall, fat Danish man, screaming at you. While forcing you to keep direct eye contact. That's pretty scary. And at the time, I don't understand why I didn't tell my parents at the time, but like I actually told them in like 7th grade. They're like, "What? You should have told us sooner." I was like, "I know, I was scared too." And they're like, "Yeah, you could have just said something, and you would have like had a meeting with him on it." But yeah, actually another fun story. I know this is old gameplay, but still, we were building these little like wooden houses from Indian in the Cupboard, because we just finished that, and basically, me and my friend accidentally put them into each other's freaking slots, like our freaking cubbies. He goes, "Hey, you stole their roof. How dare you steal? How dare you commit theft? That's a crime. You can get actually arrested for that. How dare you? How dare you? Shame on you." I'm like, "Bro, it was an accident." And then my friend gets his roof hot glued to him. I get back in line to have mine. He goes, "I'm not wasting any more glue on you. Find a way to glue it on your own." I'm like, "Alright, sheesh, dude, sheesh." And so I end up just finding some some Elmer's glue and glue mine together. It held for the rest of the year. Then I just smashed it last day of school because literally, where am I gonna put it? I mean, my Skylanders are taking about 50% of my dresser. And but yeah, that's why I hated this guy. But yeah. But the thing about the eye contact thing, I was actually scared to make eye contact for a while because I thought I'd get yelled at due to it. And I've actually gotten way better at it, and now I'm literally not afraid of eye contact anymore. I can literally like have a full-on conversation. It's still sometimes when somebody looks angry while making direct eye contact, I feel kind of nervous. But other than that, I'm just completely fine. And heck yeah, I'm a normal person again. Woo! But still, it's kind of a dumb reason not to, make eye contact. But put yourself in my shoes. Dude who can make literally the emotionless kids cry, making me sob and stuff. And he even did it to like girls in his class, and he never got fired. He only recently retired. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you liked, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notifications, do whatever you want. I honestly don't care. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys didn't, just please tell me what I can do way better in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.